Okay. Oh,
All right.
got it.
Oh, got
Sweet.
All right. Awesome. All right. Let me do the intro here. Let me bring up my schedule here. All right. I know I'm running a professional operation. June 13th, 2023. This is Diehard Gamer Radio, show 117.
You are approaching the target of attack. Your mission starts now. Are you ready? Okay, the countdown begins. 3, 2, 1, go!
This is Diehard Gamer Radio, the source for off-mainstream video game news and topics.
Let's party!
Just a couple more shots.
Go for broke!
I think we have a variation of that womp womp sound for every podcast that we've ever done.
That's pretty cool.
Because I think
Oh, great. We could do a soundboard.
Yes.
I actually have a soundboard, but I don't think it's plugged into my Zoom meeting, so I don't know if it works. And I think I have to have OBS up to work it. But anyway, that's enough of that because we're already off topic and we haven't started yet.
Well,
Let's get back on topic.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's apparently our brand.
It kind of is.
Yeah. So thank you so much for listening to Diehard Gamer Radio. I am one of your hosts, Murdock, and with me is I've got Brian Skinny Boy Jones. I have Pasty Mike.
I'm here.
Mike the Real Deal Robeson. I've got Roger Beelzeraj Morse, and I have Lynn. I still don't have a clever nickname for you. Evil Lynn.
That is fairly on brand for me some days.
and yeah, that's
Can you
that
call
is-
someone with evil in their name your patron saint?
Sure.
yeah. So I'm gonna jump right into the news because there's a ton of news. Because apparently, since E3 is no longer a thing,
Thank
we had like
God.
all these presentations happen like all at once.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
Everybody wants their little spot in the sun, but funny enough, it's like, okay, there's another one coming out. I just,
Yeah, because there was Ubisoft and then Capcom, and then it was what was it? Yesterday was Microsoft and Bethesda or something like that.
Yeah, it's that little thing that they did.
yeah. Well, and there was that, and there was that Summer Fest or Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, kind of a fart in a whirlwind, in my opinion.
What was that Summer Games Gone Quick thing, or was that something else?
Like the summer spotlight or something on Steam. It's like just whatever.
No, it was let's see here.
As we frantically do research, which is off-brand for us.
Yeah.
Not really. I just
Wow, there's actually a summergamefest.com.
wow.
Amazing that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean I watched it on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump right into our first news bit since I mentioned that we have a lot to cover. Atari announces acquisition of more than 100 PC and console titles from the 80s and 90s, and this collection includes games from popular Bubsy, which
Bubsy.
Hardball, Demolition Racer franchises, as well as the 1942 Pacific Air War, F-117A, and F-14 Air Combat series, which I think was the flanker part of that, Mike?
I can't remember. It's all those really bad polygon flight sims that were really impressive when they first came out, but now be like,
Was that
So-
around the time as the Jane's flight simulators?
I don't think those were the James ones.
Okay.
There were so many of them back then, and then they just kind of all went away, and I haven't seen very
So let's
many games like that at all.
So I do have a thought that the company once known as Infogrames is very much wanting to become the Embracer Media Group of very old to arcade games.
That could be.
Yeah, because they also acquired the trademark to Accolade and GTI brands, which
I remember
I had to look up.
Accolade.
Well, it seems like Atari just is like, okay, we've milked all that we've done with
Yeah.
the stuff that we've got.
Mhm.
Let's buy some more stuff that I'm looking at this and I'm going, I don't see, sometimes people will buy these huge number of IPs because they think there's one or two of them that might be able to, get,
Well, given that a lot of it was probably bought at fire sale prices anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Brian, you're on mute. Oh, there
Yeah,
you
sorry. I was just gonna say too, they're probably getting them at bargain basement prices, so it's a worthy gamble that they get a gem out of 20 or 30 of them they're paying for.
It's like those old DVD collections where you can like pay $20 and get 50 movies that are probably crap.
Yeah, it's like,
or
it's like
sometimes
this-
some of those old game collections,
Yep.
this
where it's
DVD
like,
collect-
here's the one game that I want, and here's a bunch of other ones. And it's great, it's another Breakout clone. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a DVD collection starring the best of Jackie Chan, and all the movies have Jackie Chan as an extra. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even,
right.
Like, in the main cast, he's like off to the side, at a food
Or
cart.
a
Or
stunt
You
double
always
or
know
something.
there's something wrong with the movie when it says Jackie Chan presents.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
it just
God.
means he's just his
Oh, and
name
this
is on
next
it, and
game
that's it.
collection, this next game collection is going to involve all those arcade cabinets that their first run was at the laundromat.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
yeah, which I don't even
We have
remember what
Pac-Man and Home
Accolade
collection.
created.
I remember their name. I don't remember games they did. I mean, that was so
Yeah.
long ago. I can't even imagine being interested in any of that shit anymore.
And why would you buy the rights to like F-117A and F-14 Air Combat when you have Flight Simulator?
Yeah, that's a good question. There's probably 100% more shooting in them.
Yeah, or they'll.
I'm wondering, is this gonna just basically end up being in some like the Atari collections that they do? They're just gonna
Probably.
put these out. They're not gonna make like new ones or anything. Maybe, I don't know.
They'll probably just emulate it through Digital Eclipse and then just put it in a compilation.
Oh, they released Jack Nicklaus's greatest 18 holes of championship golf.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
They-
But you know Atari's digging when they pull out the Fairchild collection.
What has
Oh,
Atari
geez.
done lately? Like, I can't
They-
even.
They could get AI to upscale it to 4K.
You know, if
boy.
they
I
were to
know.
put
Maybe
some of
they've
their
released
later
something like their
arcade stuff,
20th version. Maybe they've released their 20th version of the Atari Flashback.
they're doing like they did like a 50th anniversary collection that actually had a whole bunch of stuff, including like upgraded versions of like Yar's Revenge and some
Yeah,
stuff
I
like that.
I own it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
actually pretty good. I have it on the Switch.
Hmm.
But
So-
I feel
anyway,
as though it's like it was way fun back then, but to play it now would be like, whatever.
There's still a few gems in that old library, but yeah, for the most part, the
It's
cards
just
that we do have
nostalgia.
are, yeah, the cards we have just kind of gather dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so next up, Bungie takes aim at Destiny 2 cheaters using third-party peripherals. This was more for myself and Steve, but Steve is currently working on a huge server outage. I don't think he caused it, but I think he's trying to fix it, is what's going on.
Well, that seems to be his job, is basically, oh no, they broke it. Okay, well, I'm going to be up until 3 in the morning.
Time to
Well,
put
you-
on my fireman's hat.
Yeah, right.
Just kick the router. That's how that works, right?
Oh no, you turn it
Yeah,
off.
but
and
he'd
put it
have
back
to-
on?
building.
Yeah, but he'd have to like fly
Is it
to
plugged
wherever
in?
this is at.
Oh,
I'm
I
put-
thought he has to fly out to the fucking.
I have no idea. I mean, he works from home.
Nah, he's
so-
remoting in, I'm sure. He's never had
That's
to leave.
good. That's good. I mean, my God.
Yeah. But basically, they're They're specifically pointing out programmable controllers and keyboard and mouse adapters that players can use to execute simple scripts or trick the game into giving you extra aim assist. They don't mention the devices by name. The description seems to encompass pass-through hardware from companies such as Console Tuner and Crosis, which can modify and amend player inputs from generic USB controls, which I'm like, I didn't think Destiny was that hard that you needed it. I never had a problem aiming.
There are some people, as far as they're concerned, they need to take every advantage they can get to basically, it doesn't matter how good they are, the enhancement will make them that much better. It's like an athlete reaching for the dope.
Yeah, the Lance Armstrong strategy.
How many of them had YouTube or Twitch channels too?
That's a good point, because it's like, I can't imagine a mostly PvE game suffering that much from an aimbot. Like, oh, you're shooting, an already bot. It's already an AI controlled character, and I've shot him in the nose instead of in the throat. Oh,
well, there's two factors to it. First of all, they don't want the discouragement of you seeing somebody who managed to reach whatever the current level cap of the game is inside of a week, using nothing but enhancement aids. And then on the other side, they want to encourage whales.
Well,
that's a good point, because that's something I didn't think about is, if you're prepared to pay money to win, I don't have to pay money to win now. I can just use my aimbot.
Yeah, but
I'll pay my money to this peripheral place rather than to Bungie.
Yeah. Some people literally think that way. They would rather the money go to a peripheral they can use everywhere versus going to the individual game maker.
Yeah, but Destiny is a game where like items and armors and stuff are random drops. So you're not getting any real advantage by using an aimbot because the end result is something random anyway.
But they can just turn around and, like he said, I'm sorry, my train of thought just completely derailed.
I was wondering what that crashing noise was.
Yeah, well,
don't worry. Murdock edits this stuff with such a sharp precision that no one will ever know.
What I'm supposed to edit these things? Shit.
You probably should. You probably should. Just because someone might say retard or
God, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. This is the third
First
podcast.
Hard.
Oh, that's not any better, Brian.
Well, start at the beginning is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, that makes
it's not
it
jump
better.
to conclusions.
Is that the hard R I hear so much about?
Oh my god. And here
Slow pirates.
I thought I was running a respectable podcast. I should really know better.
No.
Who did you invite?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
feel
true.
as though the fault is yours.
Like an idiot.
Yeah, the fault is yours for inviting people like us.
I know, but I don't know it. Who else would I get? Because I can't ring up.
It is
some
true. Yeah.
Well,
people would want money.
I can't ring up like
Joe Bob Briggs.
Or wealthy socialites that wear monocles going, hey, you want to be on a podcast about video games?
Why, it would be inevitably, it would be an amazing experience, my young man. I would enjoy it very much. Oh,
yeah,
yes. Let me get another taste of my.
What are we talking about? Video games.
$100
I've
a shot
never heard of
brandy
such.
here. It is just amazing.
Lord Crumplethorpe here,
Yes,
talking about Mortal Kombat. I, for one, am very
Major
offended
Feeble
by
Fletcher here. I'm speaking about a video game I've never heard of.
Now, this
But of
simulation
course I
about
will-
Churchill Downs is below my speed.
Yeah.
This
Major
caviar
Feeble
farming
Fletcher,
simulation
yeah.
is definitely what I want to play.
See, you're very lucky that I'm self-censoring right now, because I could really say nasty things as Major Feeble Fletcher.
Oh, God.
God, you keep that up, we may as well be doing around where we're saying nothing but Belgium.
Belgium. What is the term we call for Belgians? I feel as though we should just not have any term for them. We should just ignore them. What say you?
I'm surrounded by nerds. All
Well,
right.
I'm surrounded
No-
by incompetence, but I don't complain about it all the time.
That's just the sign
What
of
say you,
middle
Roger?
management, Mike.
What?
No. All right. So Steam won't run on Windows 7 or 8 after January 1st, 2024, which is a shame because I've been running Steam on Windows Bob.
Well, shit. I mean, I was running it on Vista, and now I'm in
Oh
trouble.
God.
Like, so how old is Windows 7 and Windows 8? Just
I
refresh my
don't
memory.
know.
About a
Because
decade.
Yeah, it seems as though you
Now.
should have upgraded by now.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
well,
I
if
think
you're a
every one's
gamer,
like
you
2
probably-
to 3 years on average, and then the new one's coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
well,
as though you probably should upgrade.
you mean
Well,
this
if you're
won't,
a yeah,
this
if you're
won't
a
work
gamer,
on
you
Windows
probably
2000 NT server anymore?
Well, yeah,
But I love
you
Windows
know.
Me.
I love Windows
Ah.
ME. What was that? Bob was cool though, because it had like the smiley face on the box.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was. It didn't sell along with
That's
the
like-
copy of Goldfish Gone Fishing.
On
That's
fishing,
like
well,
one
yeah.
step above Clippy.
Clippy. It seems as though you're writing a suicide note. Should I help you? I don't think Clippy actually ever said that.
No.
I think, well, the funny thing is, you think gamers would be upgrading, but there's apparently a bunch of people complaining about the fact that the specs for Starfield, because, well, my machine's still running Skyrim just fine.
Yeah. See, I actually gamed in a time where Lord British's Origin systems were like the system requirements were so ridiculous that 90% of people could literally not run his games, and then he wondered why he went out of business. So I looked at Skyrim's and I'm like, this seems pretty reasonable for what you're seeing going on the screen. So if you're still running Skyrim, then maybe you should still run Skyrim. I just don't have any.
Oh, by the way, speaking about Starfield, they
Uh-huh,
announced
uh-huh,
the system requirements, and SSD
uh-huh.
is required. You cannot
Well,
run it off a hard drive.
Most people have that now, and I feel as though that's kind of a standard. Like a regular hard drive is so ridiculously cheap now because no one uses them.
Yeah.
I mean, literally does.
Yeah, I use a couple of spinning platters, but it's used as data storage for the
Yeah,
most part.
they're
Yeah, that's
perfect
pretty
for
much what I do.
storage. They're perfect for storage because it's like you're not, or like for media because it's like if you're watching a movie off of your hard drive, like the spin rate is going to be far. You're not going to notice anything.
Yeah, but solid state's even better for storage. In fact, it's almost designed for storage. If you could just store stuff on there and just access it as needed, your solid state drive is going to last forever. It's when you keep overriding it that's what,
that is true.
Wears it out faster.
But like you're literally talking about like $60 hard drives now for a spinning platter, and if you don't really want to spend the money on a solid state drive, it might be worth your while.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't think anyone in this chat or in this podcast is using Windows 7 or 8.
No, not to the best of my knowledge.
Well,
I
I
think
was
we might-
using it, but that was before I got my newest PC. So,
And you're
Yeah,
on
I
what,
think-
10 now?
11.
Yeah, I think we might have one Windows 7 install left in the house, but that's buried in an arcade cabinet that will never see the internet anyway.
There you go.
Yep. So next up, PS5 Pro is in development and can release with a tentative date of late 2024. A PS5 Portable is being worked on under Project Q. John Delancey unavailable for comment.
So what does PS stand for again? I forgot.
PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I haven't thought about a PlayStation in years.
Which I'm like, and the portable PlayStation 5 isn't actually a portable PlayStation 5. It's just
A backpack
Wireless
mounted unit.
console.
well, it's just a tablet, and you still
No.
have to be connected to your PS5. I
So it's a
guess-
bit like a
What?
Switch, but different.
That's
Yeah,
more like
sounds
a
like a
Nintendo
Wii
Switch,
U.
really.
Yeah, it's
That
not,
sounds
yeah,
kind of silly.
I'm like, who is this for?
Yeah, I don't understand what
Yeah,
they're
that's
marketing
not exactly a.
Well,
It's not
I
a
think-
portable if you can't walk away with it.
Well, I
Huh?
wonder if they're planning on using that with the next attempt to try to get people into streamier gaming online.
Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, it's gonna fail again because it's like
Because that's
Ridiculous.
kind of their golden thing is if they can finally get that, then they can absolutely ensure that used gaming completely and utterly vanishes.
Yeah, I agree. They would like to do it. They would like nothing better, but it's like NFTs in games. They would like nothing better to have NFTs be the future of gaming, but this is not going to happen.
I'm glad it hasn't turned out that
Kind of
way.
feel like PlayStation's been burned on their portable so many times. The
Yeah, I know,
PSP was
right?
probably the last successful portable they had, and I feel like they're just afraid to go all in on a new portable now, and they're just doing
Yeah,
kind of a half-assed, like one branch or one direction
Yeah, and the
portable
fact
that
Well, they
nobody
keep
understands what
looking
it's
at
for.
well, they keep looking at Nintendo like, oh, we really want that portable
Yeah.
market that Nintendo has, without while failing to realize that why Nintendo has it is because of the way Nintendo operates.
yeah,
Because
just yet another Mario game that has very
Well-
low system requirements.
well, it's Nintendo is not a entertainment company or a game company. They are first and foremost effectively a toy company in relation to everybody else.
Yes, I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
And that a portable system plays deep into that level of strengths.
Yeah, it's basically advertising your toys.
Yeah. Plus, they make a profit on every Switch because it's so low powered that they don't need to worry about. They're not taking a loss on the hardware. So
Yeah, they're probably one of the
anything-
only ones to make a profit on a system too.
Yeah.
Well, the others do make a profit eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
they
right.
rely on the licensing of games that the developers and studios all have to front up money to develop
Yep.
for their systems.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So I don't,
Thus, they get a cut from every game sold.
Yep.
Mm.
Razor
I-
blade model.
Yep. I don't know who this is for. So next up, Twisted Metal TV show on Peacock, July 27th. Carmageddon series still absent.
Whatever.
They did show a preview video of this. With,
Where's Vigilante
Sweet
8?
Tooth. I know, right?
That was the best of all of them.
Yeah, but I don't. I
Is
don't
this
know
like a
who-
live action?
It is a live
derby?
action. It is a live
A
action.
live what?
It's like a
It's going to be
drama
a derby,
show.
like a
It's
car
like a
derby.
drama show.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they-
It's like a serialized TV show, like with seasons and shit.
Well, they've got I saw the preview for it. They've got Anthony Mackie as one of the characters, and he was interacting with, I forgot the name of the clown character.
Sweet
in
Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
Oh yeah,
And-
yeah.
Sweet Tooth was like kicking his ass. Basically.
You are not
Nice.
Captain America. You are not Captain America.
Which I'm like, okay, I'm not sure why they would want to pull from Twisted Metal, which I don't think there's been a new Twisted Metal game in like 10, 20
It's
years.
been a very
Oh,
long
it's probably
time.
been longer than that.
I'm
I mean,
surprised
they're-
they haven't tried it because it's just insane enough that they could.
Yeah, but they'd
I
be
mean,
better off with the other franchise, like do a racing TV series and just base it off Wipeout.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
I know,
Wipeout.
right?
too. Wipeout XL.
But no, we got to get Twisted Metal, and then we're gonna get Loaded, and then Croc Legend of the Gobos coming up. I don't know. What,
Oh God!
I don't know what the fuck that they're going to
No, no, we
Super
need
Smash Bros.
Banjo-Kazooie.
No,
Conker's
Uh,
bad
Mario-
for a day.
Yeah.
Mario Kart, the Mario Kart, the series.
do. Well, they
Yeah,
already
there
had
you go.
Mario Kart the movie with the Mario Brothers movie, which made like a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it made like $1 zillion. It made
wasn't a
more
bad
money
movie. I
than
mean,
the
it wasn't a great
GDP
movie,
of
but-
Zimbabwe.
Well, that's
Hey, it entertained the kids, and that's kind of what
Yeah.
that movie was for.
yeah, but
That's
now-
all that matters in life, as long as the children are happy.
Yeah, which I mean, I'll watch the movie just because I'm a whore for animation. I love animation, so I'll
No,
watch
I heard
pretty much
it's-
anything animated. So
I saw it in the theater. It was fun. It wasn't
Okay.
a great movie, but it was fun to watch, and it was about what you expect.
yeah,
Well, remember the previous Super Mario movie was a very low bar to have to clear.
Oh, yeah.
That well,
of
that's
course.
true. Yeah, I mean, really.
Do, 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 do.
What? What?
That was my very sad attempt at the like ending notes for some
like-
at least one of the levels.
Oh.
Something like that. Yeah.
We're not at the level of Carmen San Diego rockapella here. We're
Oh God.
Wrong game.
No, there was so much, especially at that like Summerfest, so much Final Fantasy, so
I
much
bet.
goddamn Final Fantasy.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
The newest one, which is 16, is coming out as a PS5 exclusive.
Well, not
Oh,
just
boy.
that, it's
It will be
they're-
remastered 2 years after.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah,
Good
there'll be a
God.
remake 18 months later.
No, there's like two different Final Fantasy VII
yeah. There's
remakes or
there's
whatever.
That doesn't
there's the
surprise
Final
me.
Fantasy VII
Oh my
remake,
god.
which doesn't even cover the whole game. It only covers like the
What?
first part of the game, and then
What?
what? Yeah, so the Final Fantasy remake
Oh
that
my
came out
goodness.
like a couple years ago only covers like when they're in the city, and then it ends like right when they leave Midgar, and it's like to be continued. And so there's
What?
I think it's
I
called
would be so
Rebirth.
pissed.
Yeah, well,
I'm
it's
sorry
like-
if
it's
I
like
paid
40 or
$50
50
for a game and then like, oh, there's
Yeah,
a
but it's like-
cliffhanger. I
it's like
can't.
40
We're
or
sorry,
50
your princess
hours
is in
in-
another castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then now there's like Rebirth,
Fuck.
which is a continuation from where they left off.
Yeah,
Then
that's
there's like a
where
remake of Crisis Core, and I can't keep up with it. So I'm like, what?
Well, if it's a new game and it's just like extending off of the original series, that makes sense. It's something new at least. It's not being
Yeah, but I
completely
found Final
rehashed
Fantasy VII kind of overrated when I originally played it. So I'm not sure how this is going to compare
Yeah.
with.
That's
okay.
because it wasn't your first Final Fantasy.
No, my first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the hype, my understanding is a lot of the thing with the devotion to Final Fantasy VII is the fact that for a lot of people that was their first.
Yes.
Mhm.
So your
Yeah.
rose-colored nostalgia glasses are fully in effect.
Oh, that's what they're selling it on.
Well, nostalgia's a bitch goddess, and people will learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Well, that's hey, they make entire YouTube channels out of just bitching about that. Oh, it doesn't live up to my standards.
That's because your
Uh,
standards were lower back
Yeah,
then.
but this person's standards are basically looking up Tifa porn off 4chan.
What's wrong with looking up Tifa porn on 4chan? Just asking rhetorically, like
Asking for a friend.
I'm asking for Steve because he's not here.
Oh, and
Well,
I'm
wait,
gonna.
wait.
And by the way, I'm gonna piss off some people with this.
Sure,
Is
okay.
the other side of that nostalgia? The people, as far as they're concerned, you're only a gamer if you're willing to break your back with a 30-inch CRT.
There you go. Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
remember my first big
Does
TV weighed
anyone make these
400
RF
pounds.
connectors that changes it from TV to computer?
I'm sure
Uh,
you could get some. I'm
I'm
sure
sorry, I'm
there's
almost
something.
50. My back says no way, no how to a CRT these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah.
Well, why
So-
bother? I mean, unless you're running a game museum or something like that.
I know, right?
Well, I am
Now they
running
make
a-
Can't
I
even
am-
get them
HDMI
at the Goodwill
There's
anymore.
like
I-
HDMI converter cables for everything now too, so it's,
Yeah, we're-
it's not even necessary.
We are running a game museum. It's called
Your
Maine.
house?
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, I think between myself and Brian, I think we could probably open up a museum.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
should. It'll be your retirement income. I remember playing this on a CRT.
Funny you say that. I just got an app on my iPhone called CLZ, and it's a collector's app, and
Yeah,
you can go scan the barcodes of everything. And I was surprised at some of the N64 games I got. They're worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous
like,
how much
what?
some of the stuff is like. Our copies of Panzer Dragoon Saga is going to be like.
Oh, I haven't even gotten to those yet. I
was
was
that?
just doing N64 to start. I was like, Conker's Bad Fur Day is worth 350
No, I'm making
bucks?
notes
What?
of the
Conker's
game.
Bad Fur Day is worth
So I'm making notes of
$300?
the games that we need to
Holy
sell
fuck. I
when it
need
comes
to- I need
time
to get my
get the
shit
kidney
together.
transplant.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know,
exactly.
Yeah, but by then we'll have like a kidney that's made by Tesla or some
Oh,
sort of.
I
like,
would not accept a kidney name.
Yeah, we're gonna
by
be
Tesla.
standing in closets like 7 of 9 recharging our
Yeah, I know,
kidneys.
right? Please let me out, Mr. Musk. No, you will not be allowed out of your closet. until you've paid your
Tesla wall charger closet.
Yeah.
Wall charger.
Yeah.
Not
So-
until I've invented a solar rooftop.
Oh, I've gone out of the country. I need the adapter. Oh, fuck.
Yep. I need to run. I need 240 volts because
do
I'm
you
in
mean
the
this doesn't
United
work with PAL?
Kingdom. Yeah, right. Then you're screwed, buddy.
Yep.
You better start riding a bike for that kidney.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Third
well,
prong flattened
Charge up
this
your
way.
shit.
Well,
Like
and then,
fucking,
then your kidney gets hacked by Bluetooth,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Why am I pissing blood? Oh, it's the Bluetooth hack. Sorry.
My kidney's got a beat, and I didn't put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kidney has been changed. My kidney's browser's been changed to Bing. What's going on?
It could happen.
Yeah.
You want to watch where you whore out your kidney port.
Yep.
Can't just be plugging it into any wall.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yeah. Just make sure you plug in the right thing, or you get IRQ conflicts with your kidney.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah. So next up, Half-Life Alyx is fully playable without VR hardware through a no VR mod, which I might have an interest in.
I was
works?
wondering how long it would take because VR is not the thing everyone says it is.
Well,
Well, I've
you're
heard
on-
that
you're on
it's
mute
pretty
again,
good.
buddy.
What?
Oh, Brian
So not yet, but it's getting better. It's definitely improved.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
The
Well,
I've
I've
only
heard
seen the
it
new
was a
video
really-
for Apple's Pro Vision.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ.
like we're halfway to Ready Player One already. I was like, holy crap!
Well,
that's-
that's
that's
only
a
like
lot.
But that doesn't even play
$2,700.
games.
No, it's like a visual interpreter for games because you can
So
watch
it's
the
like-
games
it's
through
like
your
Google
goggles, but I
Glass
don't know
then.
what that's going to do to your eyes too. I'm kind of worried about watching something that
Yeah,
massive
I-
on-
Well,
did you
right in
notice
front of
that
your
whole-
eyeballs.
Did you notice
That you'll have
whole-
to stay yourself. You'd have to keep yourself plugged in because the battery's only good for 2 hours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Well, also,
it's
did you-
not meant to
I
be
don't see any
portable.
problems with this.
Yeah, did you notice that through that entire presentation that no one wore glasses in that thing?
Yeah,
So I'm
Well,
kind of wondering
if you need glasses, then maybe you should worry about fixing your eyes as opposed to spending $2,000 on an Apple hardware thing.
well, if this is really that
this is
intelligent
closer
too,
to
is it going to be able to
4,000.
adjust for your
4,000?
eyes and
Well,
your vision?
see-
Can you like change it like you do with binoculars? I mean,
I have no idea, but because what was
For
what was the
$4,000,
price?
I would hope
It
they
was
would
like
do
what,
away
$4
with it.
grand for it.
I don't know. That's what Raj said. I thought it was closer to
Um,
like 2,700, but still.
No, it's
It's like-
Yeah. Oh
it's
no,
stupid.
it's $34.99.
Holy shit! Yeah, forget that.
the technology in that thing
No one
is.
cares
Yeah,
about that.
I'm not surprised.
and the strap that goes around your head is an extra 500.
Yep, because it's a special Apple
And that'd be
ratcheting
the-
strap.
And that would be the then the
Jesus.
charger costs you another $500. You know.
Oh yeah, it's the Tesla model. We're gonna have a
The
proprietary
subscription's only
charger.
$20 a month. No.
Oh well,
you know,
no.
you
No,
you laugh about that. That's probably not too far off.
No, they're smart. They don't charge you for a
$75 a month.
subscription after what you paid for the damn thing.
75
included.
bucks a month per sensor you have to put in the room, and you need at least 3.
Yeah,
Oh, does
Wow.
Does it use sensors like? I haven't read anything about
I
it. so
don't think it does. I think it
No.
does something where it maps the room and it's able to account for it.
Well, I think the other thing is that it's not. I don't think it's really made for like gaming, for like immersion gaming. It seems to
No.
be a augmented reality thing more.
so like
Yeah.
Well,
But they went out of their way
$4,000
to show
Google
you
Glass.
can't plug it into a console and use it to watch on a bigger screen. So they definitely think there's a market or something there
Well,
for it.
also,
So
yeah. Also, if you're an Apple fanatic, you're already within an augmented reality.
Huh?
Well, I mean, never mind.
Oh, if you're an Apple user, then you're not living in the real world anyway.
Correct.
Oh,
Hey.
I agree. Yeah, they're
you
fucked
joined
up.
the cult long ago.
The only VR that I've really had any significant interest in is for the virtual pinball stuff.
That
and
would be
even then,
cool. That would be
I
kinda cool.
really need to borrow a proper rig to try it on my cabinet just to see if I
I
get
mean,
sick or not.
It's
I
only
would
cool
like
if you
to
can
just-
reanimate or revisualize the 3-2-1 contact visual,
Oh, yeah.
pinball opening, and you get to be the pinball.
No, you do the pinball thing from Sesame Street.
There you go.
Oh, was it Sesame
4,
Street? Was it
5,
where they
6,
count
7,
down
8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
11,
11, 12.
or count up? Yeah.
I mean, I like the Steve has one from the Steam VR setup, or he
Well-
had it. I don't know if he's still got it or if he's put it away or if he's
He's still got it. I
giving it
enjoyed
to
that
his
too. It was
cat.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one a lot better than trying out the Oculus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to be able to. There's some VR games that I wouldn't mind giving it a shot, but it would be, less combat and more exploratory.
Yeah, the only VR rig that we've had any opportunity to really do more than just a 5-minute sample was a PlayStation VR, and I started having some issues after, what was it, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
I've heard it's not that good,
Yeah.
but
So-
the Steam one is expensive, but apparently it's worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they worked out a lot of the bugs in the Steam one. I played 4 or 5 games on that version.
Well,
It was
Valve
fun.
Valve definitely has the money to iron out all the bugs.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I know part of the thing with the
they'll
PlayStation
support it.
one was just the fact of it doesn't have a lot of power backing it, so there is a compromise to the experience, even in a general sense. And the more you compromise it, the more likely people are going to actually have issues long term.
Mm.
So next up, Double Dragon Gaiden: Rise of the Dragons hits PCs and consoles this summer. It is a 2D beat 'em up if you like Double Dragon.
Oh yeah, give me that.
I haven't
sweet
even
fighting
finished
action.
Double Dragon Neon yet.
I know. I haven't beat the last one.
I
yet.
haven't played a 2D beat 'em up in a decade.
It's never
Why-
too late.
I think the last one I played was the Sailor Moon one.
I mean, heck,
Wow.
Shredder's
Wow.
Revenge is still in our backlog. We
Yep.
need to sit down and actually give that one a go.
I jumped in
there's
with that
a-
with you guys.
Yeah,
That's a fun game.
there's DLC for it coming out with Usagi Yojimbo is going to be a character in it.
Oh, nice. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, I want my Cerebus in there.
Oh, Cerberus the art.
Yeah, the aardvark.
Oh God. I remember reading.
He was a guest star in some of the old comics.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was before Dave. Was it Dave Sim was the artist of Cerberus? And that was
Mhm.
before he went nuts.
Yeah, he kind of went off the deep end.
Oh, big time.
I mean, not I'm trying to decide if he went further than like Steve Ditko or not, but
Yeah, I think they're about the same.
Did you even have a proper gauge for that?
Well,
Do you really want to have somebody risk their sanity to do the calibration?
yeah, because I was reading Cerberus back when Mile High Comics was around in Buckingham Square.
Wow.
The old Fantasy Works. Yeah, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I got my Comico copies of Robotech.
Jesus.
And I'm like,
That was more than a few years ago.
no,
More than a few.
yeah,
More
More than a
decades
few
ago.
years
yeah, but
ago.
I remember that there's like issue. It must have been like in the 40s or 50s for Cerberus, and I think I was reading it. I never like picked up a subscription for it because issues didn't come out on a regular basis. It was like
Yeah.
3-4
really
months.
sporadic.
Yeah, and then after that, it was like a year between issues or something ridiculous
Mhm.
because it was.
Was he
I
like
think
through an independent publisher or something? So there's like
Oh yeah, it was
According
one
to
of the old
this,
black and whites.
yeah, so there's
Buckingham
no
Square
requirement to put one
closed
out every
in
2 months or
January of
anything.
2000.
Yeah,
So it
Fantasy
was-
Works was gone well before
Yes.
that. Because
Oh, yes.
No.
I thought
the
they
owner
moved-
died, and then
Oh God.
the main Mile High Comics just bought it.
I thought they moved across the street from where the old Buckingham Square used to be and went into a different shopping
It
center.
Well, by
did
that point,
for a little
it was
while.
owned by Mile High Comics itself.
Yeah, there was one out there. I swear it was out in front of King Supers there on
Yeah.
Mississippi, and
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
all it was there for all of a hot minute.
Yeah, maybe I'm
Until-
confused. Yeah, maybe I'm confusing it with Game Force Aurora. I don't know.
Probably.
Could be.
Which, well, that was another one that moved across the street or something weird or
They moved something like 2 times now, all in that general vicinity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure there's people that have. I mean, this was more for Steve as well because I knew he was a big Double Dragon fan back in the day. But
No, man.
Well, he needs
I
to.
remember playing on
I
the
don't know.
arcades.
now if you could play that in 3D in virtual
gosh.
reality, reach into a red oil drum and grab a turkey.
Because I do that in real life.
Wait, what?
Yummy. Yeah, you're walking down Colfax and there's like some oil drums there, and your buddy Old Clem is there warming his hand
Clem.
he's warming his hand by an oil drum fire, and he's like, "Gotcha, turkey."
Telling stories of the old hobo with a shotgun and
got some turkey left, and there's some beans left too if you want them. And I'm like, "Sure, Clem, I'll pull up a chair and stay a while, and we'll have some turkey."
So there's a bunch of YouTube videos that take dishes and food from video games and make them into real dishes and stuff. I'm wondering if anyone's ever done like
oil drum turkey.
Yeah, oil drum turkey.
Well, yeah, anytime you deep fat fry a turkey, it's pretty much
AKA
oil drum
the fryer
turkey.
fiasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Deep
also
fryer fiasco.
That or we need wall roast.
a wall chicken from Castlevania.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Well, like smash this candelabra and the hand came out.
All right, next up, Gran Turismo Movie. The film is
for
based
fuck's
off on a true story of a gamer turned 24 hours of Le Mans competitor. Releases August 11th. Unknown if you'll need to do license requirements before you can watch the movie.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is it starring Vin Diesel?
It's starring David Harbour from Stranger Things.
This movie's
Oh,
rated
for
hard
fuck's
right,
sakes.
maybe.
So that's if they, dude, if they came out with a Sega Rally movie, I think you and I would need to watch that. Just
Oh man, I'd be all over that.
You'd need to watch it, but not to see if it was any good, because we already know.
well, and also at the end of the movie would be movie over, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
man.
there's a podcast that I listen to that has that as the ending sound effect. It's game over, yeah.
Game over.
From-
Yeah.
From Sega Rally.
Yeah.
I also
They're
have that
like
on-
they're all happy because you fucked up and the game over. Yeah.
No, Sega Rally's an awesome game.
It's a race game. I can't ever get into those.
I don't know. You get your choice between what was it, the Celica and the Lancia?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lancia
That's
was
a
hot
heck of a
shit.
choice. That's a heck of a choice.
Well,
Yeah, most of my racing takes place in Forza because at least they give you the option to back off the simulation.
yeah. By the way, is anyone and this is more for Brian and Lynn. Are you guys going to pick up the new Forza Motorsport, which is going to be the more realistic one as opposed to Horizon?
As opposed to the open world.
Then I'll come
Highly
over and try
debating.
yours first.
I did miss out on the previous Motorsport. In fact, they no longer sell that one.
Oh, they don't?
No, I think some sort of licensing deal expired and they found out they couldn't keep it in the market anymore.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it's not that interesting, but I mean, it's still. So they're probably having to rework the entire game going, hey, we need to make sure that these license agreements are up to date.
Or at the very least, the ones that are included in the base package are the ones that won't expire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I saw like a video and it's like, we're going to present the greatest cars from this well-known manufacturer. And I think the manufacturer was GM. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The greatest car manufacturer ever. And I'm like,
Well, not General Motors. I can testify to that.
nope. All right, next up, Mortal Kombat 1 announced, which is a reboot of Mortal Kombat 1.
And it does a fatality on your hard drive.
Yes,
100 gigabytes.
Game
How-
over.
How did they? Is it a 2D fighter?
it's
No, it's a
got
3D.
Okay.
It's 3D graphics, but I think the fighting is on a 2D plane.
How
Yeah, I was gonna
how
say,
are
I
they
don't know how do
managing?
that.
How are they managing to inflate that to 100 gigabytes?
They don't know how to optimize a video game.
That is shocking to me because what is
4K
There's a-
textures on everything. You
that
can
must
zoom
be or
in on
something.
you can
You
zoom in on Sub-Zero's crotch
Ooh, well,
and see
count
every
me
stitch
in.
in his fly.
Oh yeah.
I want to see what's his face's lampshade hat and close up detail.
Yeah.
Oh, Raiden, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's getting to the point where we ran a rendering farm for a week just to get all the facial hair to work.
Well, it's like what
Unreal
is
Engine.
Starfield's 120 gig? I mean, this is a 2D fighter that's at 3D graphics. I mean,
Yeah,
how,
it's not even an open world. It's like, what the hell are you guys
Yeah,
doing?
how-
Are you guys
I don't know
managing-
the
are you guys
story
8K?
mode.
Are you guys doing 8K textures on the environments for people who want to do the camera mods?
yeah,
What?
it's got to be something. That's ridiculous. 100 gigabytes for a fight game.
I don't
Jesus
know, man.
Christ
Just
Almighty!
take a look at the trailer stuff that they've got. I mean, it looks
No.
like a lot of the other Mortal Kombat stuff with the X-ray breaking bones and all of that stuff. And it looks like it's actually like a universe reboot. Like Liu Kang is the fire god or something like that, and like Raiden is like a junior god or something like that. It's really weird.
I mean, it's not like fighting games are known for having
Sensical lore.
Yeah, really
well,
amazing stories.
consistent lore. Most
Well,
lore
yeah,
in a
there's-
fighting game is that bare thin excuse you need to get two people in an arena to punch
Yeah,
each other
right.
into a pulp.
Mhm.
And not like shoot each other because I'm gonna kill you, but I'm not gonna shoot you or blow you up. I'm gonna punch you.
Yeah.
Oh,
which-
they had the whole, what was it, DC versus Mortal Kombat or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, I remember
And they
that.
had
geez.
like
Superman
they had
and-
like the Joker shooting people and stuff
yeah,
like
but it didn't
that.
have
So
fatalities.
It had a fatality. Like you can
No,
have
no,
fatality.
the DC versus Mortal Kombat one didn't have fatalities. It was rated T for teen. But
Oh.
then I believe it was either Mortal Kombat 10.
Boring.
It was either Mortal Kombat 9 or 10 had Joker as a guest character
Yeah.
that actually does have a fatality in it. But I think that's it. But then it also threw in characters like Jason, Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
I know they had like the
Oh, my
Terminator,
Rambo,
and
yeah.
Rambo,
And I'm like,
RoboCop.
You're really kind of diluting this brand, aren't you?
Yeah, jumped
yeah.
the shark long ago.
Well,
that
I
was-
agree. It's just like who cares about?
Well,
Mortal
that was like,
Kombat?
If
when-
I want that sort of brain-breaking crossover, I'll hold my nose and get Fortnite.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, that was like when Tekken 7, it's like, we're gonna have Geese Howard from Fatal Fury,
There you
Akuma
go.
from Street Fighter, and then Negan from the Walking Dead TV series.
What?
And then
Yeah.
we can have Rio from what was that fucking King of Fighters and
Yeah, but
Wasn't
at that
Tekken-
time,
everybody.
or no, it was Soul Calibur that did 3 different versions with was it Darth Vader and
yeah,
Well,
I got,
that
that
was-
was where it got silly.
no, that with
It was basically
Fighting games get
if you wanted to
silly?
play with all
Yeah.
three characters, you had to have all three major consoles at the
That-
Yeah.
time.
that was Soul Calibur 2 because the GameCube version allowed you to play as Link.
yeah,
The PlayStation 2 version, I believe, had you play as Heihachi, and the
Oh,
Xbox
fuck.
version allowed you to play as Spawn.
Yeah, I think the Star Wars one, it was Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and Yoda.
yeah.
Well, what it was
Well,
that
I'd play as Yoda.
that there were two versions of, I think this was Soul Calibur 3, and the Xbox version had Darth Vader. No, the Xbox version had Yoda, and then the PlayStation version had Darth
With
Vader.
Darth Vader, yeah, because they matched for the colors
then-
and the systems.
But the other characters were unlockable that you had to pay money for. It
Oh,
was
well,
like a
why wouldn't you?
$5 unlock.
Microtransaction shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So next up, Marathon announced, which is, I think it was PS5, but I don't know if Bungie's releasing it on.
Is that the one with the dentist
heard
who
it's
said,
they're
"Is it
making it
safe? Is it safe?"
I heard
No,
that
that's a
they were
different
going to make
marathon.
it a
Marathon
that-
Man, rather. I'm sorry.
they were
Marathon
going to
Man.
make a It was going to be a multiplayer game.
Oh god.
It's like they
It's an
called
open
it an
world, isn't it?
It's an
I heard-
extraction shooter, is what they call
Yeah, I was
it.
about to say I'd heard
extraction shooter. What's an extraction shooter?
That's
For those of us who are too retarded to know new things.
I'm kind of wondering if that's where you're having to go in and then have to extract someone from a location and get them to safety. That's what it sounds like. Which I
Ugh.
think is that something that's done like Rainbow Six or one of those games that
Well, I thought
Oh, it
Rainbow was like
extracts-
there's a bomb and somebody wants to put the bomb in the place, and then the other team has like the bomb diffuser, and they're trying to stop them from putting the bomb in there.
no,
Okay,
that
I'm
was
going
some-
to make a note that anything that even remotely smells like escort mission
Yes.
triggers my PTSD.
Yeah. Because
Well,
there's
unless,
never
unless
been an
it's
escort quest that's been any good. They
There's-
always.
Yeah.
BioShock Infinite.
Well, that wasn't really an
No.
escort because the person what the fuck is your name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, she's like invulnerable, so it's not like an I mean, you're helping her get to one point to another, but it's
Well,
not
she
like,
also
Oh
did.
God, I'm
nice
just
thing-
remembering there was a point in time because Robotech on PS2 had a couple of escort missions in it, and there was one where you were supposed to get Min May,
Oh God.
and when Min May is
Hunter,
not in
catch.
something, she is effectively invulnerable, so you can actually go there and start shooting her with your Veritech weapons, and nothing happens. You
So,
don't leave
I
scorch
would-
marks.
I would do that.
It looks like the marathon is going to be PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So
No.
I think
So-
they're missing a trick by not bringing it to the Mac.
yeah, I know.
The Mac.
And according to this, I just looked.
no,
it
that's
up
what
on-
it was originally on. It
Yeah.
was, it was
Yeah,
one
and
of
I
the
said they're
few
missing a
Mac
trick.
games.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
I can't-
marathon like a real thing? That's a-
Yeah,
Yes.
no, yeah, it was.
I
It
never
was.
heard of it.
It was
It
one
was
of
a-
the. It was one of the 3 games that the Mac had.
Oh,
It was
well,
a first-person shooter on the
It was
Mac.
by
boy.
Bungie.
Yep,
No.
it was that and Myst. I think were the only 2 games that were. out
I
on the
think
Mac.
you're right.
No, what it was that so an extraction shooter, according to the definition, I just looked it up, are PvP VE multiplayer maps or gameplay modes where the player must reach an extraction point to be able to escape and keep any loot gathered in a run.
Oh, so they're extracting loot, essentially.
Yeah.
Extracting yourself.
Extract your own ass and pick up
yeah, but
anything you
you
get.
have to extract yourself anyway if you want to keep the loot. So I don't know. I don't know.
Sounds like somebody's trying to compete with Blizzard.
It's all about jumping on the fads as quick as you can anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Until they get run into the ground, and then you have to tell the shareholders, why was my game a flop?
Well, see, you used Unity, and Unity is only, and never mind. All right, next up, the 40th anniversary of the McNugget, exclusively available at McDonald's in China for a limited time. Fans can play Tetris on a chicken McNugget shaped game device.
Okay, so
Oh my
saw
when
that.
the McNugget first came out, I was all over that stuff 40 years ago. And nowadays
it
it's like,
tasted damn good.
do I really want to have a reprocessed piece of chicken?
Yes, please.
But
You can get like a 20 pack for like $5 now.
you know that does have to come out of you at some point, Pasty.
Well,
Everything has to come
sideways.
out of you.
well,
Yeah,
not if you
and
eat
if-
enough of them, they don't come back out.
Wait, what? So it's like
Well, the
build-
problem is nothing else
it's like
comes
building
out
a
at all.
dam in your colon.
Yes.
Yeah,
kind
the
of,
problem
yeah.
is the problem is everything has to come out at some point, and the problem is if you are eating after those that they're not coming back out, you have more serious issues.
Yeah, it's time
I-
to order some colon blow.
No, you're
You know, like
you're gonna need
the
an
grease that they
extraction
fry
team
them
for
in.
that too, Brian.
The grease that they fry them in helps pave the way. It's fine,
I'm
and they taste so good.
Remember that old Chicken McNuggets
10-pack,
commercial where
20-pack
the
for
Chicken
$5.
McNuggets were like puppets and they were so
Yes.
excited to jump into dipping sauce? It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, you're going to get eaten, right? Why
Yep.
are you excited about this?
And I
Unless-
like the
Well,
fact that
Unless they're
you
in
can
some
use
sort
up.
of weird vor thing that I don't want to look up.
Well, then don't think too hard
Yeah.
about the fry guys.
I know, right? That's a good point. But you know, I especially like the fact that I'm able to eat parts of the chicken that normally wouldn't be available to eat with a McNugget. I'm doing my part for the environment. How about you?
Wait. I don't know if that should be something you should be celebrating.
I am,
Well, yeah,
because
but
it's
you don't-
it's
you-
less
you don't-
waste going into the landfill.
Well,
When the
yeah, but the
dystopian future
landfill
is
just
here
changes,
and we're eating
and now the
bugs.
landfill is your stomach.
No, it's well, my gut can process it into useful fertilizer.
Well, the biggest issue is the Chicken McNugget shaped game device, and it's like, how many people would mistake that for one of the nuggets?
Oh yeah,
I imagine
I'd
it's not-
say it'd have to be a really big nugget.
Maybe
to
it's
be
a
able to play.
Tamagotchi.
oh
It's
yeah.
a
Well,
Tamagotchi.
well, there's probably some kid in some kid in China that's like, oh, these McNuggets look great, and suddenly they get a mouthful of transistors.
Well, that's even better.
It's like, well, my Szechuan sauce doesn't work with this.
Well, they'll probably, if they're along the wrong demographic, they'll be putting it in a fire to extract the gold out of the chip anyway.
Copper's worth money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, the electronic
That's our
components
recycling. We
in that,
just ship
in
them
that,
off to the poor
Tetris
people of China.
shaped that McNugget shaped Tetris device is probably worth more than the box of McNuggets that you ordered.
it probably is. Well, I won't be going to China to get one.
No
Well-
plans.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not because I haven't had McNuggets in
Now I kind of want
15.
McNuggets.
Well,
20 years.
I'm gonna get some McNuggets tomorrow.
well, I'm honestly just having a craving for boneless wings now.
Ooh, yeah.
I
I'll
like-
have both.
Here,
yeah,
Get some boneless
Guess
wings
what-
now.
guess what we're having for dinner tomorrow?
boneless wings.
Yes.
Ding!
Starts with chick, ends with N.
Yep. All right, next up, 7th guest VR announced.
What the
Emily's
fuck?
not on the podcast, but I'm sure she will spoil it for Steve again in VR.
You're like the seventh guest.
See, that to me was like the perfect type of game for VR, is those, especially those old exploratory puzzle solving games like that.
So I played 7th guest and I didn't care for it because it's just puzzles upon puzzles, which I'm not a big fan
Yeah,
of those types of
yeah.
games.
Yeah, you
But-
can go get missed for that.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, would
I
there
would
be-
rather just play The Witness if I'm going to play a game like that at this point.
Oh,
A witness.
Yeah,
The Witness.
yeah, it's a PC puzzle game.
It's
Oh.
very pretty.
About witnessing things.
No,
Are you
Yeah,
peeking
you
in
join an
people's
Amish
windows?
clan and
That'd be
no,
a
no,
good
that's
idea.
God. It's just after we get older and older, all this stuff just kind of blurs together.
start
Kinda
whipping out
does.
Harrison Ford quips. Yeah.
Or it could be like that. What was that? Night Trap, but like even worse.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Why would you
I
want
don't
to
think
play
there's
that?
much worse than Nice Trap.
Yeah, but
Night
that would,
Trap.
now if someone remastered Sewer Shark
That would
in
be cool.
4K,
I'd be there.
yeah, but would you play that in VR?
Oh hell
No.
yeah!
Are you serious?
Especially if you could feel like the sewer water splashing against your shoes. That'd be
Cool.
great.
Oh, man.
The bogeys.
Like,
are
what
at
is that?
3,
Oh wow, what is
9
that? It's a Coney Island whitefish. Whoa, kick
Well, you
that
could
off.
make it. Well, you could make yourself sick having a VR version of Destiny. The Descent.
Oh,
Descent.
Oh
Descent.
God,
yeah.
I can't.
Oh, geez.
I
Oh,
can't
man.
play this. So Descent is one of the like 5 video games that makes me really motion sick.
Hmm.
There aren't too many games that make me motion sick, but that is one of them. because I remember when I worked at EB when you were there, Mike.
Yeah.
I rented this. I borrowed Descent, played it over the
And
weekend.
you came back Monday, all green in the face.
Well, I couldn't play it for more than an hour. It was just so disorienting.
Splat.
And I'm like, nope, this game is not going to work.
And that was the grainy ass graphics we had back then. Imagine if they
This
were
game no
imagine
longer
it
has a
with like
box.
a-
I had to use it for other things.
yeah, right.
Yeah, imagine it on like a 4080 or something like that.
Yeah, like if it was in VR, you would have to stand in like a big barrel or something to catch all. Never mind.
Yeah. Now,
Like you could puke with impunity because you have a little catch pan underneath you.
now I'm kind of
Like a horse feeder.
Yeah.
now I'm kind of into the whole sewer.
But that would
shark
like
in
that would like
VR.
fill up, and then you would have to like swat it away, otherwise you would drown. I imagine you wouldn't be able to get, but like that's why I'm thinking more of a yeah, I know, like more of a catch pan underneath you.
Now you know what game they need to come out with VR is the old Atari racing shooting game Stun Runner. That'd be awesome in VR.
Or the old Atari game Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What?
The old
Space
Atari
Harrier.
Space
Oh,
Harrier.
Yeah, the greatest
Yes.
racing game ever made.
That would be tough.
No, the Vector Star Wars.
That would be
Oh, yep. Good times. I still have that arcade.
We still got the arcade one-up we bought.
Yeah, but
Oh.
would you have any interest in playing it in VR?
Not really, because
Does
like,
it
you
come?
would choke to
Does it
death.
come? Does it come as the wireframe?
Sure,
You would choke to death because there's no atmosphere there.
but it's not. No, that's not how that works, Pasty.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so
I'm disappointed now.
next up, plumbers don't wear
Thanks.
ties come out.
Oh,
on,
you're kidding me.
No,
Oh, okay. I
God,
was checking
that's
my
a
thing.
joke.
I'm like,
That's a joke.
I wanted to bang my head for mere moments. Plumbers don't wear ties. Like, why did you even remember that? Now I have to
Okay.
think about it.
So need I
been-
remind somebody in this podcast that there is a lock on the bedroom door?
Oh, okay. I'll behave.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. It's like plumber, like what? My God.
You know what's funny is that I've seen a bunch of videos recently on like 3DO.
I have too. Like, who are these people, and why are they making videos about this stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't make.
Well, these were
videos about how to write
specifically
a
about
cuneiform, do
they were doing specific ones about how much porn there was available on the 3DO.
There was porn on the 3DO.
There was, but it wasn't officially. I mean, okay, so we joke. So plumbers don't wear ties. I think was like.
I thought that was
Cinemax
just
le-
like
No,
like,
there's
just
like
like-
Cinemax level soft core smut in it. I think there might be a topless scene in it.
only
I don't
one.
remember.
That's disappointing.
I mean, well, what do you want?
Oh, come on. Most
Two?
consoles at some point or another, if it's completely unlicensed, different cart shape sort of thing, there's porn on a console.
Yeah. Or it's hidden on a code, or it's
Hot
Like-
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the hot
Coffee,
coffee mod.
yeah.
Oh God.
When they remastered the Grand Theft Autos, didn't they find that the hot coffee material was still on it when
Yes,
they remastered it?
Well,
yes.
why
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
And so they had to
had to remove it
force an
again.
update. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, they've been doing a bunch of updates with that definitive edition, quote unquote,
Oh fuck.
which I am very glad that I have PC versions of the original
Yeah.
games, because it's
Well,
just
it's like if Starfield is doing something this year, it's being original. I mean, for fuck's sakes, all we've talked about is sequel to this and sequel to that. It's like fuck, remake of this.
well, it's
remake
like,
of that.
well, yeah, I know, because I was looking at all these games that are supposedly coming out. There's a bunch of Star Wars games,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy,
Yeah, it's like,
Persona,
Persona, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just Star Wars Outlaws.
It might be cool, but it's a Ubisoft open world game, so there's going to be some form of I have to get to the relay to look at more of the galaxy map. Like, oh, fuck.
Oh, this was funny though. I don't know if anybody else saw this on the Xbox presentation. Microsoft Flight Simulator
I saw that.
2024.
And you
geez.
can fly one of the Dune spaceships from Dune.
Huh.
The
Ornithopters, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're giving you a whole bunch of
Jesus.
things to do. You can be one of those planes that drops water on forest fires. It's just all this kind. You could be flying corporate jets for millionaires.
They have VTOLs in there too.
Maybe, I don't know.
Vertical takeoff and landing.
See,
Well, they have a bunch of helicopters. They do have that.
No, I mean,
do
like
they have
jets.
Blue Thunder though? That's the important thing. Do they have
Yeah.
Blue Thunder and Airwolf? That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't think they have anything that actually, fires guns.
Oh well, that's.
I would like to see Airwolf versus Blue Thunder. That'd be kind of a fun game.
Well, so this is strange because I have like this weird, like interest in wanting to play the new flight simulator, and I don't know why. It's like I really want to
Oh
try
my
it, but
gosh.
I want to try it, but I know it's going to be like stupid complicated because it's like,
Yes.
well, you have to hit C to enter the cockpit,
right.
and then you have to
So-
hit A to do this, and then have to hit F5 and F8 at the same time to start up the engine.
Maybe
and I
we should
know-
just get something that's more your speed. Maybe we should start you on Desert Bus Simulator.
No, if I'm going to start.
Graduate you to Steel Battalion. And then...
I think maybe like it's
No,
just
I need to start off easy with like Choplifter and work my way up.
Choplifter.
Yeah,
Chop,
Yeah, it's like
Choplifter.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you can
I'll-
finally get qualified to
Choplifter.
fly a chopper.
well, yeah, but then I'll
Choplifter.
just go to Super Thunderblade.
Choplifter.
Yeah, then I'll just graduate to Pilot Wings. Just work my way up.
Thunderblade was awesome in the arcade. That
Yeah, it
whole
was.
What's an
mechanism
arcade?
shifted on you.
An arcade is where you get really good breadsticks.
Oh, well, I like the arcade then.
So finally, or at
At
least,
long last.
so there's a Fable reboot.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
oh,
Yeah.
My
I've
God.
only
I saw the
played
video for
part
that
of-
too.
I've
What'd you
only played
think?
part of the first game. I played
I'm
through
not a
the
big
third.
Fable person.
I enjoyed the story in Fable 2 was awesome. The story of
But-
Fable 3 was pretty good. But the Fable 1, what killed it for me is you spend experience points and then you get older. And so you're like trying to
Yeah, but
level up and
that's
you're
how
185
experience
years old.
That's how experience points work.
It's so
Mike.
dumb. No, it's Peter Molyneux jacking himself off is what it means.
Well, and it doesn't have Milo.
Milo.
Remember when
Jeez.
Natal came out, and Natal was like this thing that worked with the Kinect, and it had a
Oh
VR kid
yeah.
named Milo.
Milo, yes. Fuck. The Kinect,
and-
another stunningly successful peripheral.
Oh, it's better than what was it?
VR,
The
yeah.
PlayStation Vision or something like that?
Was that the?
Oy.
I don't know.
The
Is
guy
that,
from
is that when you like close
the
your
IT
eyes
crowd.
and like push your eyeballs in real hard and then you like see PlayStation Vision?
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't know what that is.
yeah.
What does
So
that
what,
even mean?
I don't know. It just means that I don't even remember PlayStation Vision.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a
Fable reboot.
yeah, there's
Is it involving Peter Molyneux?
why? Who knows?
Because he's kind of a dipshit. Well, he was always a dipshit, but he's worse now than he ever was.
Well, yeah, but I mean, a lot of video game, I guess, directors or producers are kind of dipshits. I mean,
It is true.
Molyneux was like that. Lord British was like that.
He wasn't as bad until recently, and then he's on the NFT kick, and I was really
and then
disappointed.
who's
He was
David-
not,
and-
he was a nice guy to meet.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's not a bad guy. Like Molyneux's a prick, but Lord British was cool.
and then David David
He is
Cage
cool.
who
He's
does Heavy
cool.
Rain and
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, it just this seemed like the fucking Blade Runner of games. It's like whatever.
Yeah, speaking about Blade Runner, there's a new DLC that's supposed to come out for Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk.
2077, which
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I started playing Cyberpunk 2077, but I think they go so hard into the Cyberpunk that it's like now hard to follow.
Because it's
like-
like pretty clear that that's never going to happen.
Well, it's not that, but it's just more of just like, all right, you're so deep into the techno babble and techno speak that I'm trying to get from point A to point B, but now I'm having to, it's like it's
Oh.
like a cyberpunk Tolkien novel, and it's like,
So
well,
you
have
need
to
like
get-
a glossary.
Yeah, you're
of
having
what
to build-
anyone is talking to you.
It's like you're expected to understand the physics behind the spinner before you fly it.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like in if you're reading like a Tolkien novel, it's like, well, you need to go grab the 7 rings of Ventuzler, heir to
Ventuzler.
the throne of,
Like,
of the Spider Queen, and then from
it's
there,
it's the sort of thing that if you were actually in that world you would know about, but since you're in our world and they don't bother to explain it to you, you're like, what am I looking at?
yeah, and a lot
What
of
am
it
I
you have
supposed to do?
get from context, which is fine and all, which helps in the immersion. But then I'm trying to complete this mission, and half the people are doing T poses.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Well,
what I heard.
the-
Yeah, there's kind of
Well,
some issues
from
with
what I've
that
been
game.
from what I've been hearing, they
they fixed
managed
it?
to patch a bunch of the bugs and things like that. So
Yeah.
it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. And I'm assuming there'll be more fixes with whatever this DLC is.
Yeah.
Apparently they're paying Keanu Reeves a good amount of money too.
Well,
Um,
CD Projekt Red has the money to do so. They can afford Keanu Reeves.
So I'm kind of I'm kind of thinking about it. I don't know. I'll wait and maybe, find a sale at some point.
it's
and-
it's
Well,
only
Cyberpunk goes on-
$30 now.
Yeah, it's
surprises
it's
me.
50% off
I put in Cyber into Steam and it's like here, and then there's like Cyber Sex Chronicles. I don't even, what is that? Goodness, maybe I should click on that and become educated.
What?
I think I've seen that.
There's a pornography
they're out.
game that's called Cyber Sex Chronicles on Steam, apparently.
Well, yeah, but there's
It
like
came up on my search. It's not my fault.
yeah, but Steam comes out with all these games all the time. I go into the store and it's like, you would be interested in, Hot Girl Jizz Patrol 5.
Ooh,
And I'm like, no, I'm not interested in that.
yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
But our algorithm disagrees.
Yeah, I think you need to trust. Just trust in the algorithm.
Well,
Play,
if you want
play Hot
to,
Girl
you
Jizz
can.
Patrol
You
5.
can turn off the ability for adult games to pop up into your
Why would I ever
into
do
your
that?
feed.
Though?
Well, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
Uh-oh.
about Murdoch.
Poor Murdoch.
Yeah, poor
Who,
Murdoch.
who pretends to be embarrassed by such things.
Well, I mean, it's not that I'm embarrassed. It's just it's not my thing, which is fine.
Oh.
People like what they like, but I'm like, this is not.
It's okay. You can condemn them.
Well, I'm not. Well, as a
I need stuff to put on my Steam Deck.
Yeah,
as
can't play that on my
as a-
PC
as a-
if
as
you
a
know what I
reco-
mean.
as a
Wink, wink.
recovering Catholic, I'm not. I'm the whole condemning people is kind of part of my psyche.
It's your it's a second nature. Just go with it. Just roll.
No,
with it.
I
Speaking of,
don't.
I gave
No.
into the beast and ordered a Steam Deck.
Those
Oh,
those
really?
In about a
um,
week.
it's
Oh.
coming in a week.
Yeah.
Oh wow, cool.
Oh, we may have to get a review of that because
Mhm. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
using
I'd
a
like to
lot
have
of,
one of those.
emulators on it
I mean,
too. I mean,
Is there's emulators you can put on a Steam Deck?
yeah, you can.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the mother of places
Really?
to emulate games.
Yeah,
'cause
there's-
it's
Really?
so powerful.
Yeah,
Oh
that
wow,
was-
so you could like play all like Atari games and N64
Oh,
games.
you could
and
do,
All the way
shit
up
like
to like
uh,
some
Yeah.
PS2 games.
Oh wow. See now my interest is increasing in Steam
yeah,
Deck.
and like
Before, I'm
GameCube,
like, why
and I
would-
think Switch, you can do Switch emulation on it now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only
So
reason I
think that-
kept my GameCube is for Eternal Darkness. So if I could play Eternal Darkness on a Steam Deck, that would be incredible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can play most of those older systems. There's very
Wow.
few it struggles with, but
That's cool.
there's so many things you can tweak.
Are
on
they
the
are they
system.
pissed off that it exists and they won't? They're like, you have to mod
Well,
it or
Nintendo's going to
something.
be Nintendo, and they're just going to be like, okay, well,
Yeah.
Nintendo got a Nintendo.
Haters
Well, that
gotta
is
hate.
true. It is true. Like, if they didn't act that way, would we love them like we love Nintendo? Probably not. It's
yeah.
like an abusive spouse.
Yeah, apparently. So, do we have anything else we want to add to this before we wrap it up? Because I think we spoke about McNuggets and dipping
Yeah.
sauce and McDonald Land and
Oh, just a couple of things from from some of the stuff that we were from like the summer fests and stuff like
Yes,
that.
yes.
The game Dead by Daylight is
Uh-huh.
getting a new celebrity.
oh, is that
character in it.
is that Nicolas Cage?
Nick
Yes, it
Cage.
is. And he was
Why
quoted
not?
as saying you would be one with him when you played as him. I don't know what that means, but after
I don't think he
seeing
knows
him,
what that means.
after seeing him in Color Out of Space, I'm ready to go for it.
Yeah.
You know-
Also there's a John Carpenter has put his name on
saw
a
that.
game.
It's like a
Toxic
Ooh.
Commando.
Like a first-person zombie game or something.
Yeah, it looks fairly generic, but it's got John Carpenter's name on it, so I'm gonna at least take a look at it.
Oh, he is the sort of cynical person, though. They'll go, "Hey, can we put your name on a game?" He'll be like, "Well, how much money you give me?" And then they'll say a number, and he'll be fine. That's perfectly okay.
Yep.
So, I kind of respect him for that, but at the same time, I'll be like, but I don't know how much input he'll have, and does he even want one? And
I don't know. I mean,
I'll look at it definitely.
yeah,
just
I'll
'cause
look at it.
I'm that sort of person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a retro game I'm gonna start kind of seeing if I can track down a copy. It's
Uh-huh.
Clock Tower 3 on the PlayStation 2.
Oh,
'Cause
it's that sniper simulator, isn't it?
No,
I love a
Clock Tower.
good parade.
No, that's not different Clock Tower.
Different
Oh,
clock
goodness.
tower.
It's a
Oh,
horror game
goodness.
with the guy that has the giant pair of scissors.
Oh, and
Oh,
isn't
the
that-
one that makes Baccanon scream like a little girl.
Yeah, but the thing is that the third one, the Clock Tower 3 on the PlayStation 2, was directed by the guy that did Battle Royale.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's why I'm like, oh, now I have
Like
an
Battle
interest.
Royale, the film.
Yes, same guy.
Oh,
Hmm.
wow. I
Oh,
loaned out
oh,
my copy.
it's like
of Battle
super
Royale,
over the
and I
top.
never got it back. So now I'm cranky.
So what else? Oh yeah, they're doing a new Prince of Persia.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh.
side-scrolling, almost like a Metroidvania type of game.
Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah, it's basically kind of an update of the original game. From what
I wonder if
everything
it's
that
going to
I've
have the
seen.
punishing jumps as the original game.
probably.
It looked like it.
Oh God. I wonder if it's going to
Yeah.
be specific where you have to be at an edge and you want to make sure that you don't hit the control because otherwise you fall to your death because it's that sensitive.
And there's what was the other one? Oh yeah, Paul World or Pal World.
Paul World or
Yeah,
PAL World?
Yeah, it's like Pokemon with guns.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah.
That one looks amazing.
Pal
And you
World?
can,
I'm like,
yeah,
and I'm looking
Pal
at that.
World.
Yeah, I'm looking at
You
that.
can
going,
turn them into like
how
little
the
slaves, or you can like
how
butcher them
the-
and eat them.
how how is Nintendo not like jumping down their throats on this one? Because it looks so Pokemon. It's just
Huh.
the Pokemon all of a sudden spout flamethrowers and missile
I would-
launchers.
I would
and-
pay $15 to cook and eat Pikachu.
I'm kind of wondering.
I
does
wonder
it-
how well marbled he is. Or do you have
I'm-
to beat the hell out of him with a fucking mallet before you can
I'm
choke
kind
it
of
down?
one. No, is it multiplayer?
Would he be good in the fricassee? That's what I want to know.
Is this a
I'm
multiplayer?
thinking-
A
Well, it's got to be PvP
Pokemon,
at least.
Pokemon goulash.
Give me the tenderizing mallet then.
Yes. Yummy.
Yeah, but I mean, so is Pikachu like white meat, or is he gray meat, or yellow meat? What?
He's
what-
dark
I don't
meat.
know.
He's gone
Could be-
evil.
The other red meat.
Okay,
So
it's a
he gives you
multiplayer
colon
open
count.
world.
Oh, see, now I don't want to play it because I don't want to play multiplayer games. Fuck that.
Why do you care? I mean, it could have an awesome hub world.
Well, I don't know. No.
No,
Like why? Like I don't know. If I want to interact with people, I'll go out and interact with people. I don't want
Yep.
to do that.
yeah, but you don't like interacting with people anyway.
Well, bingo.
Well,
You got it. That's what I don't want to. I don't want to.
okay.
I don't want to deal with like people shouting racial slurs at me while I'm playing a game.
Well, you're white. It doesn't affect you.
It doesn't, but they do it anyway, and it's annoying. It's like, shut up, kid.
So, anything else you want to add before we wrap this shit up?
Oh, I'm
Are
I'm
you gonna get
looking
your
at.
Are you gonna
Huh?
get your McNuggets, Pacey?
I'm probably gonna get some tomorrow or Friday because the payday's Friday, so I might get some as a treat to myself for a job well done at something.
Picked up Metroid Prime remastered on the Switch, and they did a really
Oh.
good job with it. It's been
Oh
a lot of
yeah,
fun.
is it
I'm
like
surprised.
gory? Is it a gory game?
No, it's just a 3D version of Metroid, basically.
Oh,
with
Metro! I thought you
2D
said
Zelda.
Metro. The
Oh, no.
Metro redo.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
but-
have to.
What? How is it not
Metroid
gory?
Prime remastered?
Yep.
Oh, it's good.
It's just basically they just remastered they took them right off the GameCube version.
Oh,
Well, they
okay.
upped the
Now I know what
they
you're
upped the
talking about. Now
graphics
I
and
know.
everything, and they
Yeah.
changed the controls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the control changes as much. You can adapt to them fairly easily, but it's a little bit annoying. But for the most part, I mean, you get used to them, and it's a fun game.
Yeah, it's
Well, I just gotta decide because I'm looking at it, it's like, do I dust off the 360 and play Fable 2 finally, or do I just finally install
jump to
Fable
3.
Anniversary? Well, I played
Well,
through 3.
Oh, did
But
you? Okay.
maybe I should just install Fable Anniversary up here on the battle station and
I've
go
never
to
play-
town with that.
If you play Fable 2, play as an evil character. It's so rewarding. It is so rewarding.
I have never played Fable.
I haven't
What?
either.
I tried and I was not interested.
Yeah, I've never played it.
Brooke
we
loves
own
3.
Fable,
She
right?
says one of her favorite
Three,
games.
three
We
is
have-
is
we
pretty
have-
cool.
we have the
The
3.
the
have all
weird
three.
the weird twist in it was kind of whoa, really? Wow.
All right.
And I won't ruin it because I'm not that sort of person. You should
Oh.
play it. Then watch Roger gonna ruin it now.
No, just a quick FYI because the Epic Game Store always has free stuff.
Yes.
Payday 2 is currently available for
Isn't
free.
that multiplayer game where you rob a bank?
Yeah. I don't know if it's multiplayer, I might have a problem with it. If there's a way to play it without having to do multiplayer, that'd be great.
I think
So
it's
they
it's
announced a
multiplayer
pa-
exclusive.
Uh
I think
Yeah.
that it's just a multiplayer game.
well, that'll be annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I got it for free. What the hell?
Well, yeah, it's like, who cares if you play it and everyone's shouting racial slurs at you, and you can just uninstall it.
Yeah.
No harm, no
But
foul.
because they announced that Payday 3 is going to be coming out as well. So I was interested in 2 because I went looking in. It's like, oh, look, mods.
Oh, you can make everyone naked.
You can make a few people naked.
Oh, well, a few is better than none.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, looks like someone has their evening planned.
Wouldn't you rob a
Uh,
bank in the nude? Wearing nothing but that goofy Joker mask?
Well,
Screaming at the top
they
of
would
your
have a
lungs,
hard
"Give
time
me the money!"
explaining. I could go in without the mask and they'd be like, I can't give you a facial description.
Or wear like a little mask on your. Never mind. It'd be like a merkin, I guess, but like for a man.
Kabuki mask.
Yeah, like a little kabuki mask on there
Yeah.
with like a bell, with like a little jingle bell.
Oh
Well,
dear.
You're running around.
It just
goes
be
ring,
two.
ring,
It would just be 2 ski masks. One just really small.
I like it.
Speak for yourself.
But you
Well,
know what
Roger,
I mean.
Roger would be like,
Compared to the head on your neck. Jeez. God.
haven't you ever seen the penis monster from the Trauma movies? That thing's pretty big.
Nope.
Oh dear.
All right. Well,
It's
Thank you
pretty
for-
great. You can
All
watch penis monsters in trauma movies. Go look
thank
at
you
the
for
pe- the
listening to
penis
Die
monster.
Hard Gamer Radio. Join us again next time.
Womp womp.
Stage
You wait
clear.
another hour of your life.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you for listening to Die Hard Gamer Radio.